This video is text-to-speech, so any words that are said differently or random pauses aren't my fault. I'm sorry. BABYMONSTER was supposed to be YG Entertainment's next global supergroup. Even before debuting, the group generated massive hype, millions of views, and comparisons to Blackpink. But alongside the excitement came something else: controversy. Fans and critics alike began asking uncomfortable questions. Is YG pushing BABYMONSTER into mature concepts too early? Are some members being styled in ways that feel inappropriate for their age? And is the K-pop industry once again repeating a pattern we've seen for years? Is YG Entertainment sexualizing BABYMONSTER? To understand the controversy, we first need to understand why BABYMONSTER matters so much. BABYMONSTER debuted under YG Entertainment, one of the biggest companies in K-pop history. This is the same agency behind legendary groups like Blackpink, 2NE1, and Big Bang. So expectations were enormous from the beginning. YG marketed BABYMONSTER as a monster rookie group with elite vocals, rap, dance skills, and global appeal. Their pre-debut videos exploded online, and fans were impressed by how talented the members already seemed, despite their young ages. But that young age quickly became part of the controversy. One of the biggest discussions centered around the ages of the members, especially Chiquita. Chiquita was only 14 years old during BABYMONSTER's debut rollout. And while young debuts are unfortunately common in K-pop, many fans felt uncomfortable with how some of the members were being presented. Critics pointed to styling choices, camera angles, makeup, choreography, and promotional photos that they believed looked far more mature than what would be considered age-appropriate for teenagers.
Flip that 3, 4, baby more. We gon' get this party started. On the place, trust me, I'm not just a pretty face. Yeah, I know we 7, but we ain't. We gon' get this party started. No, we get better run that run. 보자 춤, 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 춤. what's that? 춤, 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 춤. It's a state of mind. Step up, reach can be quantified. And it ain't my fault if you're not trying to match my move. Sorry, but that's on you. Who that got the flame? Bet it on me, double up your up here in the sky.
Some fans argued that YG was intentionally pushing a more grown image because that edgy, mature girl crush concept has historically been extremely profitable in K-pop. And this isn't a new conversation. K-pop has a long history of debuting minors. Over the years, multiple entertainment companies have faced criticism for putting very young idols into concepts, involving revealing outfits, suggestive choreography, or themes that fans felt crossed a line. Groups across different generations have faced similar debates. So when BABYMONSTER debuted, many international fans were already sensitive to the issue. Some people argued that audiences are becoming more protective of younger idols, especially after seeing how intense the entertainment industry can be mentally and physically. Others argued that fans may sometimes overinterpret styling or concepts because global audiences have different cultural standards. Another major point of criticism involved BABYMONSTER's overall visual branding. Many people noticed that YG seemed to be using the same formula that worked for Blackpink: luxury fashion, intense charisma, hip-hop inspired styling, and an intimidating cool girl image. But critics argued there was a difference. Blackpink debuted as adults. BABYMONSTER included very young teenagers, so for some fans, the same aesthetic suddenly felt uncomfortable. Online discussions exploded over topics like crop tops, heavy makeup, facial expressions encouraged during performances, and the way members were filmed in music videos. Some fans defended the styling completely. They argued that the outfits were actually tame by modern pop standards, and that BABYMONSTER's concepts were more about confidence than sexuality. And to be fair, a lot of the controversy depends on interpretation. But the debate became impossible to ignore. Social media made the controversy even bigger. On TikTok, Reddit, YouTube, and X, thousands of fans debated whether YG was crossing the line. Some accused the company of prioritizing viral attention over protecting young idols. Others said people were unfairly projecting adult interpretations onto teenage performers. Meanwhile, BABYMONSTER fans defended the members passionately, arguing that criticism of styling should never turn into attacks against the girls themselves. And that's an important point. Most criticism was directed toward management decisions, not the members. This controversy also ties into YG Entertainment's broader reputation. For years, IG has been known for promoting edgy, rebellious, and highly stylized artists. The company built its image around coolness, confidence, swagger, and luxury branding. And while that approach created some of K-pop's biggest stars, critics say it can also blur boundaries when younger idols are involved. Some fans feel YG is trying too hard to recreate Blackpink's success formula. Others argue the company simply knows what sells internationally. And honestly, both arguments can exist at the same time. The BABYMONSTER debate also raises a bigger question. Should minors debut in K-pop at all? This is something fans have debated for years. Training systems are incredibly demanding. Idols face constant scrutiny about their appearance, behavior, weight, social media presence, and public image. When very young teenagers enter that environment, concerns about exploitation naturally increase. And because K-pop is now global, companies are facing more international criticism than ever before. What may have once passed without controversy now gets analyzed by millions of viewers worldwide. It's important to acknowledge that not everyone agrees with the criticism. Some fans believe BABYMONSTER is simply being treated more harshly because they're under YG. Others argue that strong stage presence and fashionable styling do not automatically equal sexualization. And many fans point out that the members themselves appear passionate, talented, and excited about performing. There's also a difference between mature styling and explicit sexual content, something online debates sometimes blur together. So ultimately, this issue depends heavily on personal interpretation, cultural expectations, and where different fans draw the line. One thing is undeniable. BABYMONSTER is incredibly talented. The members have already proven they can sing live, perform confidently, and command huge audiences. But the controversy surrounding their image shows how much the conversation around young idols has changed. K-pop fans today are paying closer attention to how companies market teenage performers, and they're more willing than ever to speak out when something feels uncomfortable. So the real question may not just be about BABYMONSTER. It may be about the future of the entire K-pop industry. Also let me know in the comments if you guys want templates or just plain phancoms. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.